Tonight show with me, Pablo Covarrubias. Today we are having some guests involved in the high school murder of the famous actor Lawrence Montague. They will tell us more about the history behind this terrible event, about their normal lives and how they solved the mysterious murder of Lawrence Montague. First of all, let me put you in context and tell you a little more about this murder. As we remember, it happened at the Central Theatre, in the middle of the stellar performance of Macbeth, directed by Peter Cummings and financed by the Lincoln High fundraiser. Let's start presenting our first guest, who, with the help of two students from the Lincoln High and the Chicago Police Department, solved this crime. So let's give a big applause to Sherlock Holmes.
Hi.
Hi Sherlock, how are you?
Fine. And you?
Fine. Okay, let's start. Why did you come to Chicago?
Well, I was giving some lectures on criminology at the University of Chicago. And also because I wanted to visit America. And to be honest, I'm having a grateful time. I'm staying in the hotel named Four Seasons, which should have a great view of the Lake Michigan.
Okay, and why were you in the theater?
Well, I was roaming around the city when I saw an announcement of Macbeth. And I don't know if you know, but Shakespeare, I'm a big Shakespeare fan. Macbeth is one of my favorites. So I bought a ticket and entered to the play. Between that was my day off of taking the lectures of the university.
And did the police accept your help in the murder?
Well, I was at the right place at the right moment. When I saw the murder happen, I approached Detective Murray, but he denied my offer. I got some free time to help him, but, well, he said that it wasn't necessary. I was really disappointed, and I remember that I told him, I wish you the best luck. I don't know if this case is as easy as it seems.
And how did you discover the real murder?
Well, I didn't do it by myself. I got help of two students of Lincoln High School, who gently came by the hotel where I was staying. So we ate some at the restaurant of the hotel, and we gave some vital information that will help me to solve the case. So I texted my partner, Watson, you know him, right? Well, as fast as I could, so he can provide me some vital information about Lawrence Montague's past, to see if my hypothesis was right.
And what was your hypothesis?
It's a little bit interesting. I needed some information if Lawrence had an enemy. I discovered about a lady that could have some reasons to kill him. Elizabeth O'Connor, that was her name. Lawrence killed her husband and injured her. She was from Ireland, left-handed and had a leg injured. All that details killed me, and at the end of the time, I connect all that information to Miss Foley. Everybody know what happened next. Now she's in prison.
Okay, thank you Sherlock for giving us some of your time and for telling us some very valuable information. But goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
Now we're receiving Helen for our next interview. So let's give a big applause to her.
Hi.
Hello, Helen. Okay, let's start. How old are you and what do you like to do?
Well, I'm 16 years old. I love trendy clothes. My hobbies are taking photos and swimming. And I entered to the drama club because I want to become an actress.
And what happened before you met your parents outside the foyer?
Okay, just hear this. I was getting dressed when I heard a conversation between Miss Indicator and her boyfriend Bob. It seemed to be very strange because she said that all was done and Rikomi's job could be final here. It was really weird.
So what did you decide to do and why?
Since the beginning, we couldn't believe that Cummings was the murderer because he has been such a great teacher. So when I listened that, I told it to my mother and my brother Mark. We agreed it would be a nice idea to ask Sherlock Holmes for his help.
And what did Sherlock tell you?
He was really gentle. Since the beginning, he showed a great interest in the case, so he decided to help us. He told us that it was quite easy to exchange the danger for everyone. That's why we consented to be in touch and keep to the secret meanwhile he receives their Watson's answer.
And were you surprised when you found out that Miss Foley, Elizabeth O'Connor, was guilty?
Of course! I never imagined she had another name. I mean, she seemed to be a nice person because she was always quiet, shy, innocent, you know. Also, when I realized we had appeared at the article of the Voice of Chicago's newspaper, I felt excited, and I feel glad because Mir Cummings was finally free.
And are you pretending to act soon?
Sure, our principal announced that it is going to be another performance of Macbeth, the 5th of July. We still have to improve our library with new computers and other requirements or stuff by making this fundraiser. Due to all of you are invited to it, just make sure to buy your tickets.
Okay, Helen, thank you very much for your time and for answering to our questions. I hope you do a great performance.
Thank you.
See you, Helen. Now, let's receive the mind behind this murder. Margaret Foley, which real name is Elizabeth O'Connor. So, first of all, what can you tell us about you, Elizabeth?
I am 45 years old. My real name is Elizabeth O'Connor, and I'm from Northern Ireland. I got the American citizenship after 6 years of living here. I changed my name to Margaret Foley, and I used to love my work as a librarian in the Lincoln High.
And why June was an important month for the drama club?
Because this play was a fundraiser and it was very special for us, because the money was going to be used to buy new books and computer for the library.
And why did you decide to kill Lawrence Montague?
Because 22 years ago I had an accident in London. My husband died in the accident. Lawrence was a driver who hit the car and he never went to prison.
And why did you came here to the United States and how you committed this crime?
I came to the United States to start a new life. I found a job as a librarian, but when I heard that Montague was in the city, I knew that this was my chance to get revenge. I changed the dagger to a real one.
Miss Foley, Elizabeth, we have no more questions for you. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Now let's receive with a big applause Detective Murray. Hello, Detective.
Hey, thanks for having me here.
It's a pleasure, Detective. But let's start. Why, when you arrived to the crime scene at the theater, you ordered that teachers, students, and actors should stay, but not the audience?
Well, basically because it was obvious that the responsible of the assassination was a member of the performance crew. And another reason is that it's easier to control the concentration of people.
Okay, and why did you suspect of Mr. Cummings immediately?
Because he was the one who physically did it, and we knew that he had the conflicts with Mr. Montague before, so it was obvious to get off him first, but we were wrong.
Okay, and why you did not accept Sherlock's help?
I wasn't thinking clearly, and I also thought it was an easy case to solve. It was so obvious, but now I think I should have stayed humble and accepted a little help.
Okay, thanks for your time, Detective. We don't have any more questions, so it's been a pleasure. Goodbye. And finally, our last guest of this incredible show. Let's give a big applause to Peter Cummings. Well, let's start. Why do you hate Lawrence so much?
Well, first of all, I want to pay my greeting to Lauren's family. But well, answering to your question, I don't hate him. I was only mad at him because he is always so arrogant and judging my job, criticizing all I did during the preparation of the play.
Did you knew the dagger was real?
No, I didn't. I wasn't expecting the dagger would be real because we prepared and tested everything before the performance.
Wow, isn't this incredible? Sadly, we ran out of the time of the program, and this was all for me. Let's give a final big applause to every guest, and thank you, Mr. Cummings, for your time and for answering to our questions.
Thank you.
Goodbye. I am Pablo Covarrubias, and this was the Tonight Show of the day. See you next time.